Hello, my lovely Libras. The Awakened Dreamer here to give you your monthly general love reading, tarot reading for the month of February 2021. And so we're doing this one differently. I'm going to split it up into two sections. The first section is going to be for our lovely single Libras out there, and the second section will be for our committed Libras out there wondering about a connection. So I will leave timestamps in the description box down below if you don't want to hear the rest of the intro. But I do want to take this moment to remind you to like this video and leave me a comment. I want to hear all about your situation. And if you haven't yet, do remember to hit that subscribe button for me and that little notification bell. Now, I meditated on your energy overall for the month in regard to the subject of love, of course. And the message that came through was a love like no other. A love like no other. So let's get started. Hello, my single Libras. Let's do some shuffling, so we can pull a couple messages from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. Oh, and keep in mind, this is a general reading for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't for somebody else. And when I shuffle, it's good to know, if you're new to this channel, that I typically pull flyer or jumper cards. And when guided to, I pull from the bottom or top of the deck. Okay? So Spirit, what do we have to begin this monthly love reading for our single Libras out there? Our lovely single Libras. What else do we have? A Libra, single Libra. Plenty. Let's see what we have. Ooh, wow. First, we have Hawk Spirit, let Spirit be your guide, and Coyote Spirit, trust in divine detours. Yeah, it feels like a month where you may think you have it all figured out, Libra. If you've been feeling like you're dating a lot of individuals, or if you feel like you have a lot of, you just might feel like you have a lot of options at this time when it comes to your love life, where it may not have been the case recently. So don't let that be overwhelming, but they're saying that you at this time need to let Spirit be your guide when it comes to your love life. Think about when they sort of, you let them guide you in the past and how successful that was. But there's a sense that a lot of single Libras out there are going to go through a bit of a divine detour when it comes to your love life. Again, going back to what I was saying, where you feel like you maybe have it all figured out in the sense that you know who you're going to end up with, or you know who you're going to end up committing to, or the next person at least. And Spirit saying, I don't think you fully have it figured out. Trust in a detour if it does pop up. Interesting. I feel like a lot of you Libras who are drawn to this video have been single for a while. If you haven't, you know, okay, but it's just a feeling. Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch and Fox Spirit. Think on your feet. It feels like this is coming through. There's a connection that you're dealing with which needs that sort of gentle, fragile touch to it. Maybe this person that you're dealing with or is being brought to you by the divine has been through a lot in their love life or in their life in general, or simply is not as much of an extrovert as you. But at the end of the day, it feels like for those of you who have a lot of options, or feel like you have to choose between a couple different individuals, think on your feet. I always say trust your intuition and take your time to make a decision, but it feels like there's an opportunity of a lifetime being brought to you by the divine, a new sort of detour or connection, a love like no other, if you will. Like the overall message says, I just feel like you need to kind of jump on that opportunity when it arrives. Interesting. And then Panther Spirit, reclaim your power, number 44. Don't let any of these choices or options or the detours, the shift in your love life affect your mental state, my friend. Allow for yourself to, this month, to reclaim your power, and allow the fact that, the simple fact that so many people at this point are longing to be with you, or can see a future with you, or want to connect with you, or be with you in one way, shape, or form. Let that get to your head, my friend. Reclaim your power. It has been too long for our single Libras out there doubting themselves, or thinking that there's nobody, that you're not good enough, or whatever the negative thought process was. It is a month to reclaim your power and let this detour in love help you do just that. Wow. Whew, that was a hefty start, my friend. Let's continue. We're going to pull 6 tarot cards. A simple 6-card spread, if you will, to continue this monthly love reading for our single Libras out there for February. Keep them coming for our single Libras. Thank you, Spirit. I'm picking up on the smallest bit of anxiety that you may get in the month of February. It might have to do with feeling vulnerable, or, you know, letting somebody in. Once again, we're pulling the last 2 from the top. Or just simply, yeah, it's new to you, you know? My friend, we're going to show this, the bottom of the deck, the Sun card. You have nothing. There might be a Leo that you're connecting with, but there is nothing but happiness and brightness and joy ahead for you in your love life. And I feel like you have doubted that for so long, have you not? You're going to be jumping for joy when it comes to the results of this connection that is being brought to you in the month of February. Wow. And when you meet somebody and you're able to reclaim your power and bring a sense of happiness and joy back to your life, what more could you ask for? Not to say that is in any way, shape, or form somebody else's responsibility, but amazing. King of Cups. And so you start the month of February doing a lot of meditating, feeling quite at ease about where things are heading, trusting Spirit, I want to say, being very close with your guides for a lot of you, being side by side with this bring a gentle touch, this dear Spirit. They're saying it's now coming through as don't force it. Don't force this connection. Don't force what other previous connections you thought were going to pan out moving into February. Don't force making a connection more serious than it needs to be at the time. Just try to kind of go with the flow in the month of February when it comes to your love life. And the reason I feel like meditation will be truly essential for you at this time, especially to start off the month, is because you will be able to ground yourself, center yourself, and remove any thoughts that are going to stress you out or make you feel like there needs to be more pressure than there is. 10 of Pentacles. Excuse me. And so you make your way to the middle of the first half of the month and you're thinking about this ideal life, thinking about maybe starting a family with somebody or settling down with someone, just thinking about not being alone. Libra. They're saying you don't have to sort of long for it as much, you know. While you do so, you are, as long as you believe it and work towards it, you are manifesting this dream of yours. But I just got a bit emotional. There's no need to sort of feel like it's unattainable, you know? Spirit wants it for you. Excuse me. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, it just feels like you want this love like no other. So you make your way to finish up the first half of the month and you're feeling quite somber, feeling like, you know, now maybe the connection you thought was going to pan out came to an end, or whatever the case may be. It just feels like it's a feeling of loneliness coming over me right now. You sort of feeling like a little bit somber about what's ahead and asking yourself and Spirit and the divine, like, is there really this love like no other for me? Is there somebody? Is there? And Spirit saying yes. You were guided to this reading, to this video for a reason. But then we move on to the Queen of Swords. Some of you feel like you're going to end up doing it all alone in the end, which isn't true. So you start the second half of the month and we have the Queen of Swords popping up, getting in this mindset where you're like, all right, I'm at ease about where things are heading when it comes to my love life, even though at times you do feel very alone and wonder if there's somebody out there for you. But so you get into this mindset where you're like, okay, who and what needs to go? What's getting in the way of this potential love coming in from the universe? You totally, like 1000% understand at this point in the month that it is a gift and a blessing from the universe, and you're not looking to F it up, you know? You're not trying to let other people or situations or even your own habits get in the way. Not this time around. And I feel like once you're able to sort of remove some of these people and situations, it was meant to happen either way. It'll leave you even calmer and more at ease about your future. Being side by side with this fox spirit, all about thinking on your feet, these are decisions you'll have to make rapidly, my friend, deciding who and what's going to get in the way. Don't stress yourself out, though. The Nine of Pentacles, ooh, aligned with the Ten of Pentacles, my friend. So you make your way to the middle of the second half of the month and you're reaching for your independence, striving to... It just feels like you realize very well at this point in the month also that you don't need to sort of pick your independence over this new love that's coming in. And Spirit's saying absolutely, and the best way to sort of help out Spirit in the universe when they're trying to bring you a love like this, a love like no other, is to focus on you, to focus on your independence, to focus on your pentacle in your career. Because then you'll be glowing at a different level. And I just feel like this individual will also respect how hard you work towards your dreams, towards taking care of you. It's a huge level of respect between you and this person coming in. And they're saying, yep, interestingly enough, you know, obviously going from the 9 to the 10, that's reaching for your independence and striving for all of the above is how you achieve this 10 of Pentacles ideal life with this individual. It's not being selfish. 6 of Cups. And so you finish off the month of February feeling quite nostalgic, thinking back to past relationships potentially. And honestly, it doesn't feel like, Libra, you'll be sulking. It feels more reflective, maybe asking yourself important questions like, why did I settle for that relationship? Or what did I learn from this relationship that I can take into this new love that's coming my way? Or that is already sort of plopped into your life in one way, shape, or form? Because it feels like this new love is either brand new this month in February, or fairly new where you were just chit-chatting, but you didn't fully have an idea of how much this connection was going to mean to you in the end. But I mean, as you are reflecting, I feel like, along with the Page of Pentacles, you could be feeling equally as somber. I mean, I do feel like you will... I see you feeling a little bit better about your love life and where things are heading, and maybe even... It just feels like your outlook on your love life has improved towards the end of the month, but at the very least, try to bring yourself back to the present moment when the month finishes. We don't need you living in the past too much. To finish off this monthly reading for our lovely single Libras. It's not the right time, my friend, to question whether or not you deserve this love. It's not the right time for you to retract and go into hermit mode or to question this blessing coming from the universe. So don't stop. You're on a roll, my friend, and you deserve this love. I don't care what anybody says. All right, single Libra, I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like this video and leave me a comment if you haven't yet, as well as subscribe to this channel. I hope you have the most amazing month, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, my committed Libras. Let's do some shuffling. And we're going to pull a couple of messages to begin from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. Now, I do want to take this moment to remind you that this is a general love reading for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And yeah, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't for somebody else. But also, if you're brand new to the channel, it's good to remind you that this is, that when I shuffle rather, I typically pull flyer or jumper cards, and when guided to, I pull from the bottom or top of the deck. Just good to be aware. Alrighty, Spirit, what do we have to begin this monthly love reading for our committed Libras? Our lovely committed Libras. Perfect. Let's see here. Interesting. All right, we have Hawk Spirit, let Spirit be your guide, and Antelope Spirit, life is speeding up. It feels like whatever connection you have been guided to this reading to hear about, you're being told at this time to let Spirit be your guide. Your guides are always right there behind you, even when you feel like you're running at the speed of an antelope, when you feel like life is speeding up and you can't keep up with everything. Your guide is right there behind you, watching you, protecting you, ready to help if you ask for it. And so it feels like you may need a little bit of assistance when it comes to this connection this month. It may also feel like this connection is moving quicker. Your mind might be racing this month. But at the bottom of the deck, I feel the need to show was Hummingbird Spirit, be here now. You need to bring yourself back to the present moment this month and focus on what feels like a new love within an existing connection, a love like no other, that either of you have yet to experience. And then we have Fox Spirit, think on your feet, and Deer Spirit, bring a gentle touch. It feels like when it comes to patching up a few obstacles within this connection, or when it comes to figuring out how to proceed with them, I feel like you have to think on your feet this month. You know, making quick decisions, kind of going with the fast pace of everything. But at the same time, they're saying to bring a gentle touch to this connection. If it feels like at times you can be a bit forceful, or at times things escalate between the two of you very quickly, take a deep breath when you can. Step away if you need to temporarily to kind of cool down the temperature, if you will. But if things get heated. But yeah, bring a gentle touch is the overall message for this one. For whatever reason, you're going to have to think on your feet, but kind of be the peace in the situation. Don't, yeah, we'll leave it at that. Let's continue. We're going to pull 6 tarot cards, simple 6-card spread, if you will, for our committed Libras to continue this monthly love reading for February. Thank you, Spirit. Keep them coming for our lovely committed Libras. What else do we have? They're coming out very stubborn. I feel like it's very hard for you guys to communicate recently. It's like that's the stubbornness, the sort of, it just feels like neither of you are willing to or very comfortable kind of expressing how you truly feel at this point in the connection. And I think you guys are gonna have to figure out how to change that. We're going to pull the last 3 from the top. Okay, so we're starting off with the Empress card. You at times might feel like the connection just gives you a migraine, a headache, or you might just be stressing yourself out when it comes to how to fix this connection or how to patch things up. Don't stress it. So the Empress card. So you start the month of February, and it feels like you're getting ready to give birth to this new life, to this new love, to give birth to a newness within this, a freshness within this connection. But in order to do so, you kind of have to not only trust in the future of the connection and how things are meant to unravel moving forward, but also you have to view it optimistically. You have to think on your feet. You have to sort of make some decisions at the beginning of the month that will affect your relationship dramatically. You have to sort of get into a beginner's mindset once again, where you're sort of starting at square one with this relationship. Maybe sort of get into the mindset of dating this person from the beginning. Think about ways you kind of wooed each other in the beginning. Ask yourself why you got with this person to begin with. And then we have the Three of Cups. So you make your way, you make your way to the middle of the first half of the month, and you decide, you know what, I need some me time, or some soul connection time, if you will. You decide to spend some time with a few of your soul connections that you feel closest to, maybe to get some insight from them on your connection, or maybe to sort of just vent or let loose, to get away from the connection that you have going on for at least just a little bit. And Spirit saying, don't feel guilty about this. You're the person you're with and dedicated to at this time, committed to, should respect the fact that you need your time with your soul connections, and vice versa. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. And so you make your way to finish up the first half of the month in Spirit, and the universe gives you a little blessing, a little gift. Feels like a little helping, something to help you out, or to uplift the spirits within the connection, to make you guys sort of see the brighter side of things. It might simply be something to help overcome an obstacle. Whatever it is for you, it's going to brighten things up a bit. Lighten up the connection a bit. Help you both see the light at the end of the tunnel, if you will, if it's been hard to do so recently. We're moving on to the Star card. There's no surprise that this pops up, my friends. You start the second half of the month and you both feel like there's healing to be done. Yeah, okay, definitely do some individual healing, so you can come back and be this power team, if you will. But it does feel like you have healing to do as a team as well, together, moving forward. Healing these wounds that you both experienced as a team, healing them as a team so that you can develop this new love that neither of you have experienced, even within the existing connection. Again, starting fresh. And being aligned with this dear spirit, being all about bringing a gentle touch. Absolutely, be gentle with yourself and your significant other. This connection, when it comes to healing, it's a sensitive process. Remember that. And remember that your significant other is going to be feeling just as vulnerable as you. You're not the only one. And being aligned with the Empress card, they're saying this healing is all to welcome in, to make room for more blessings, to sort of, biggest blessing being the love that you guys are creating together. But also being, you need to heal, you need to do all of this to give birth to this new love, to this new life with this individual. The Hangman. And so you make your way to the middle of the second half of the month and you feel the need, or you're pushed and guided by your angels to take a step back and adjust your perspective on the relationship, on the connection. And it may feel like, being aligned with the Three of Cups, that getting together with these soul connections at times definitely helps you clear your mind, and it's a great way for you to adjust your perspective if need be. So you might feel it's necessary to get together with them a second time in the second half of the month. But it does feel like you do a good job at adjusting your perspective. You end the month in the Page of Cups, all about you glowing on a different level, potentially even finding it hard to stay present mentally, daydreaming. Being aligned with the Six of Pentacles, you're thinking about this blessing from the universe, thinking back to how, wow, that was very divine. That did sort of make things easier. Kind of, you're thinking back and being like, wow, if I never got that blessing from the universe, if things didn't transpire the way that they were meant to this month, I never would have went through the healing and then changed my, do you see what I'm saying? It's kind of Spirit knew this was going to happen. So again, trust in the process, trust how this connection is meant to unravel moving forward. But don't be surprised at the end of the month if you can't stay present in when you're trying to work on things with them. Just try to explain that to them. You're going to be glowing nonetheless. I think it's because of this new love within the connection. Well, that was easy. What else do we have for our committed Libras? All right, first and foremost, we have forgiveness, which is meant to be shown alone. You both need to forgive each other for what's happened in the past, my friend. And you need to forgive yourself for not putting up better boundaries in the past, or for not sort of setting a different standard within the connection. Whatever it is for you, my friend, forgive. And you don't want to forget, forgive and move on. Forgive, learn, and move to the future of this beautiful connection. And we have not the right time and don't stop. It is not the right time to question this connection, my friend. It is not the time to get feisty or to get overly emotional. I mean, at times when healing, you get emotional, but they're saying don't stop when it comes to working on this connection. Don't stop when it comes to opening up and embracing this new love like no other. All right, my committed Libras, I hope this reading was truly helpful. If you haven't yet, don't forget to like this video, leave me a comment, and subscribe to this channel. I hope you have the most amazing month, and I'll see you next time. Bye.